It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody.
And a look at the lights of Charlotte, North Carolina, sparkling in the sky. Just stunning. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Lou Eldang is back. It's good to see him hale and hearty and ready to play.
And they've been waiting for this moment, Kevin. They've had a very tough time while he's been out, and I'm sure they're breathing a big sigh of relief that he's back on the court now.
Yeah, guys, his absence. Left a huge hole in their rotation. I mean, we certainly saw the impact, just how much he means to this team.
And the starting group for the Spurs. The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Aldridge out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Leonard in at the small forward.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Dudley with a screen on Green. And Walker kicks to Dang. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Kawhi Leonard. The Hornets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. He doesn't get the second one. That's game for the Charlotte Hornets. It was a loss to the Trailblazers.
Yeah, foul trouble early on, I thought, set the tone in that game, and it just made it difficult for them to get over the hump.
Yeah, it really got them out of sync, and that hurt them big time. Forced them to go much deeper into their bench than they would have liked to.
Now Walker following the three-point attempt by Tony Parker. And Dudley kicks to Walker. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Here on the clock. Walker with it. Now Green defending. Shot's good by Walker.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
There's a good screen. Off the screen. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Here's Dudley. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Inside, it's stolen by Kaminsky. Walker against Parker. Parker with the steal. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
Walker against Green. Walker goes in, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Walker against Parker. Aldridge a screen. Parker passes to Aldridge.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And so here's Charlotte after the basket by San Antonio. Outside, Walker. Shot clock at 6. Step back shot. Walker missing again.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Well, and this run really triggered by their transition offense.
And you can see the momentum swinging now. They've gotten a huge boost of energy, and now the offense starting to click.
Here's Harrison. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Kaminsky. 11 points last game. Charlotte moving the ball around. And it's Walker penetrating. It's a off the run.
And you can see they're struggling from the field.
But still early. I mean, they've just got to trust their offense and work to get stops. Clever, crafty defense.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Clifford. He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin, will see how successful they are.
All right, Doris, thanks. Hornets with the rebound. Here's Harrison. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Outside, Walker. Off the screen. Good as the jump shot falls.
Well, he's taken 8 shots and he's missed 6 of them. It's been uneven for him in terms of shooting. He's still trying to get on track, though.
It's tipped. Stolen by Dudley. To the middle, and it's Walker penetrating. Basket made. That's his third of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Green inside. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Dang.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Powell, he's jacked in for the Hornets. Walker dishes to Dudley. Offensive rebound. Here's Powell. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Spurs leading by 5. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Charlotte shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Parker kicks to Leonard. This one for 3, and that one's good. Simmons got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Walker against Parker. Walker with it. He's coming off a 25-point game against Portland.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
Now Parker. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Aldridge with a screen on Walker. Parker passes to Aldridge. He used that pick to get in close.
And the defense looks soft. early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
And it's Walker penetrating past to Dudley. Another shot, and he lays it up and in.
And he gets one to fall, and now one out of his first 4.
San Antonio leading by 8. Parker kicks to Gasol. Misses off the left iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Dang dishes to Powell. And a wide open about 19 feet. Walker's got 8.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Parker passes to Aldridge. And not sure what he was thinking there. Parker against Walker. Feeds to Powell. The pass to Harrison. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Spurs have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Here's Leonard. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
A different look now for San Antonio. Bertans comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Bees subbed in for Tony Parker. Outside Dang. Here's the screen. Waiters gets a wide open look. And the 3 off target. Spurs leading by 8. Leonard kicks to Forbes. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
And here is Waiters. 9 points last game. From 11 feet away, it's rebounded by Leonard.
And not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Here's Gasol. And he banks in the layup. Gasol's got his first basket.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
The prodigy passes to Waiters. A three-pointer is right on target. Waiters got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Passes it to Bertans. There's the pick. Leonard with no one around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now here's Curry. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And Dang, here we go. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. They get Paul Gasol. For Charlotte, they have not yet made a free throw in the game. 0 of 2 so far.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Oubre's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Spurs leading by 8. Here's Oubre. A 17-point game for him in the win against Sacramento. They set the pick. He feeds it to Forbes. Good-looking screen by Gasol. The three-pointer, no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Spurs. They lead by 8. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out on.
Play free. You know, just play like playing street ball.
You know, he may be having fun, but I'm not so sure playing street ball is really working out for Kemba, who needs to shoot better than 38% for the Hornets to go anywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I mean, what might be better than continuing to play the same game you've been playing forever is to take your game to a new level, and that's going to take some discipline. I think Kemba has more than enough talent to be able to do that, but that's his challenge moving forward.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Oubre, B out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Bertinason at the 4. There's the screen. Here's Simmons, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
And the Hornets making a change here. Dudley's checked in. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Can't get it to go. Waiters with the ball. And he gets it to go. Waiters got 5 points so far.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Dedmon kicks to Simmons. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Spurs leading by 10. To the paint. It's blocked. Outside Curry. Here's the prodigy, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Kelly Oubre. The Hornets have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. That one is off. Kemba Walker's checked in for the Hornets. And the second free throw, good. Here is Forbes. 11 points for him in that last game against Sacramento. Right side Aldridge. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Charlotte calls timeout.
He's been aggressive looking for a shot, but without much success. It might be time for him to take a step back and look to help the team in other ways.
Harrison's checked in for Curry. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Parker's checked in. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Shoots. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Parker's got the lead up to 13 now for San Antonio. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Kings.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight. But here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Here's Dedmon, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. And the Spurs lead by 13.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And that one's good, Harrison.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Outside, Green. To the wing on the left. Here's Bertens. Connects from three-point range. 5 points in the game.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Green against Walker. Right wing. Harrison passes to Kaminsky. Charlotte moving it around. Kicks to Dudley. Just 5 on the clock. Floats one up. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Kemba Walker.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Shots good by Dedmon.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Walker's shot is off.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
Parker dishes to Dedmon. The layup missed.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
To the left wing. Walker against Green. And Walker kicks to Dudley. Here's Harrison. San Antonio with the rebound. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip. There's the screen. Parker passes to Dedmon. It's Parker with the drive. Got a hand on it. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points. Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Now he's checked in for Charlotte. Kang comes in for Kaminsky. San Antonio also making some changes. Pau Gasol's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon, and Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Bertens. Dang against Leonard. And Gasol with the dunk.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now Walker, 12 points for him. To the inside, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
San Antonio leading by 14. Dishes to Aldridge. They kick it out to Green. Lets the three fly. And Green's got 5.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive. But the great offenses have it. And that's just what they've shown here tonight. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
San Antonio's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Parker outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Pass to Harrison. It's stolen by Green. Jumps up, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a fun. Of shot selection.
Spurs leading by 22. Gasol, a screen on Walker. Parker dishes to Gasol. And it's San Antonio with another.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Pass to Harrison. Left side, Walker. He dishes it to Dang. Harrison passes to Powell. Just 5 to shoot. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4. 1:33 left in the first half of the game. And here is Parker. He's got 5. Aldridge a screen. Parker kicks to Green. 5 to shoot. Parker's shot is off.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
They set the screen. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with the chance to make it 3.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Waiters, he's checked in for Harrison. And Curry subbed in for Kemba Walker. Oubre's checked in for San Antonio. B comes in for Daniel Green.
Boy, they really started to come on here in the second.
Clark, it's about how much more focused they looked offensively here. They're trying to make up some ground.
Here's Curry. Finished off the break.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
There's the dish to Oubre. Here's Forbes. Off target from three-point range.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Dang, double-teamed. Charlotte moving the ball around. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Really, they've backed off of working it inside. I mean, they haven't gotten it inside as much as they did earlier in the game, and I think they've got to get back to that.
And the Spurs making a change here. Simmons is checked in. Here is Forbes. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. They set the pick. He kicks to Leonard from outside the arc. No good on the buzzer beater. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Spurs lead by 18. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Tony, you guys have done such a great job.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It was all about San Antonio as the game got going. Near flawless execution from both the defensive and offensive areas of their game. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Take a look at what Kemba Walker's done. 12 points, and he's picked up 1 down.
They've got Harrison, Kaminsky out there with Dang, and there's Kemba Walker, and it's Dudley in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. And the foul called on Daniel Green. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Kaminsky. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
And it's Parker in the corner. Misses the 3. Hornets trail by 21. The pass to Harrison. They set the pick. Back to Walker. 6 to shoot. Aldridge with some nice D.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's... biting them now.
They get a hand on it. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Parker's shot is off. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. It seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Great, you think they've been rattled?
They have, Kevin, but that's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Green, no luck. The Hornets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Walker's shot is off.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And Green gets it to go.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Charlotte calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Charlotte shooting at a decent 44% clip here. To the paint, here's Dudley. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Dudley's got his second bucket of the night.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Dedmon, and he jams it with authority.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
For Charlotte, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Outside, Walker. Park down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost him.
Yeah, and the timing of it was bad, too. I mean, they're trying to cut down and cut into the lead. Just a tough, bad break there.
The feed to Dedmon. Parker against Walker. Parker dishes to Aldridge. Leonard draws the double. 5 on the clock. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
He tried to squeeze past the defender, but ran out of room.
Bertanis, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Green against Walker. Dudley with a screen on Green. Outside, Walker. Here's Dang, and the rejection by Leonard. To the middle, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
And the wide open shot from Green. They get it back. Aldridge. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
You know, Kevin, you can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
And the Spurs pushing it up now. Green with the ball. Passes it to Bertanis. Aldridge a screen. Bertanis passes to Aldridge. And here's Green outside, and a great assist by... Aldridge as that one goes in. Aldridge has got 4 assists in the game. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
The Hornets have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early. That's good from Kemba Walker. Powell, he's checked in for Charlotte. Curry comes in for Harrison. Kemba Walker hits them both. San Antonio with the ball. They're on an 18-4 run. Gasol, a screen on Walker. Here's Forbes. Rejected by Walker. And Walker with a clear path to the hoop. Good. Curry's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Here's Simmons. He has 5. Feeds it to Forbes. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Walker. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
Spurs have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the 3rd. Some pretty nice work. Here is Forbes. Up top, Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. To the right side. Here's Pertinis. And Curry pulls it down.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
There's the pick. Kicks to Powell. And the foul goes against San Antonio. Some changes for Charlotte. The prodigy comes in for Luol Deng. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Walker. And San Antonio with the change here too. Oubre is checked in for Leonard. Here's the prodigy. 5 points in the game. Offline with the baseline jumper.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Here's Simmons. He's guarded by Waiters. Shot clock at 5. And Simmons kicks to Forbes. Here's Waiters. That is good. Waiters got 7 points in the game.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Wasted no time on that one.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, defensively, you have got to close out and contest. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, you can't give up those looks that often.
He feeds it to Kaminsky. Can't get it to go. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Dishes it to Forbes. Again, the Spurs good for 2. The Hornets shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Now here's Waiters. He's guarded closely. Connects on the 9-footer. Waiters got 9 points.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
A minute 50 left to play in the 3rd. Here's Pertinis. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Shots, gentlemen.
Let's take a moment now, Kevin, to see how the Spurs are doing in the NBA statisticals currently. First in assists, first in steals, and they're number 1 in block shots. This is a team that doesn't allow easy shots in the lane.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively, playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight.
Well, the Hornets shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. 1:33 left in the third quarter of the game. Curry attacking. Oubre pulls it in.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside. It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
And the basket by Kaminsky.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Here's Gasol. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Gasol's got 8.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
Forbes dishes to Oubre.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
And the Hornets making a change here. Dudley's checked in. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Waiters. Goes to the reversal. Up and pops it in. And that's now 7 points for the Prodigy.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And Simmons kicks to Forbes. And he's good on the 3-ball. Forbes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. 9 seconds left here in the third quarter. Waiters with the ball. Green with the block. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's San Antonio running away with. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup. We'll see how much things change up here. The Hornets shooting well. They're at 45%. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Oubre out there with Anderson. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Clark in at the 2.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
Anderson outside. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Lawson. Waiters, he's open. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Waiters got 4 points now in the quarter. The Spurs shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Anderson kicks to Dedmon. Drops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Pass to Waiters. There's a screen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Waiters got 10 points in just the second half. Now Murray. Anderson a screen on Harden. Murray the pass to Anderson, but they recover it. And it's San Antonio with another.
Clark.
The Hornets have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Inglis kicks to Waiters. And they're on the break. Pull-up jumper. No good off the front iron. Here are the Hornets with the ball. Harden dishes to Waiters. San Antonio making a switch here. Parker's checked in.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution on the court.
Harden outside. 6 on the shot clock. To the left side wing. Here's Inglis. That one a little long. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Oubre, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Fuller covered by Parker. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
You know, that turnover right there isn't typical of the performance he's turned in today. In fact, that's his only turnover of the game. He's done a really good job taking care of the ball.
And the Hornets making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. Parker outside. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation. Charlotte ball.
And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Kaminsky's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. And here's Anderson. Down low. Here's Dedmon. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
Fuller, the pass to Lawson. Here's Inglis. Back to Lawson. Shot clock at 6. Inglis kicks to Lawson. Puts up a 3.
Charlotte foul.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's the screen. Parker kicks to Clark. Back to Parker. Looking to get back on track here. And he knocks down the jumper. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 10 assists. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Lawson outside. Pass to Fuller. Beyond the arc. That one falls. Coming off Lawson's feet.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Now here's Parker. Over to the left wing. Simmons dishes to Anderson. He kicks to Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Harden the pass to Fuller. Back to Harden. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
There's the pass to Bertens. There's the pick. To the inside. Up off the screen.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
The dish to Harden. To the middle. And the basket by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 4 points in the quarter.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
And Anderson kicks to Parker. He dishes it to Simmons. Here's Clark. Parker outside. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. The Hornets have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. There's a screen. Here's Fuller. No good on the three.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Curry's checked in for the Hornets. He's checked in for San Antonio. D comes in for Parker. Fuller. He's covered by Murray. Lock at 6. Here's Fuller. And the 3 ball is good.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
They set the pick. Now Murray. Passes it to Bertens. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Fuller, the pass to Curry. Pass to Fuller. Inglis dishes to Curry. Fires from 18. The shot is off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Murray kicks to Forbes. And the pass to Bertens. To the left wing. The 10-footer. And another basket for San Antonio.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Full. He's covered by Murray. Fuller. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Here's San Antonio now. There's 1:34 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Murray. Now the feed to Forbes. The 3. Cannot hit. Curry with the defensive effort. Charlotte has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for San Antonio.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark, fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys, and what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And, Greg, that's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Leonard. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here is Forbes. Passes to Bertens. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what?
Well, pal, congratulations on the win here. How satisfying is this victory for you and the team?
It's satisfying just because we got a great...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not. And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.